Welcome. Today I want to share with you my top 3 rotation movements. We're going to start off on the floor with your thread the needle. So thread the needle comes from a 4-point hover position. So you want to get your hands directly underneath your shoulders and your knees underneath your hips. Now feel free to have the knees a little bit wider for a bit of a stronger base. When you're ready, you're going to press the right hand into the floor and unfold the left hand up to the ceiling. Now the goal here is not just to lift the hand up, but rather to bring the entire chest to face the side wall of the rim. So my chest has rotated, meaning my underneath shoulder is open, my chest is open, and then the arm reaches up. I'm going to pause here for a second and then wrap this arm underneath me, bending the supporting elbow and allowing the head to find the floor. In this position, my tailbone is up to the ceiling, my upper body is rotated, assisted by the floor and my supporting arm, and I pause for a second. I then press to the right arm again to bring me all the way up, open that shoulder, rotate that chest, reach for the ceiling for 3, 2, 1. I wrap that through with control, getting that ear down to the floor and pausing for a few seconds. Let's see what that looks like on the other side. So hands come down. I now drive through my left hand, rotate my chest completely to face the wall. I then unfold that hand. My eyeline is going towards these top fingers, pausing it for a second before I wrap it through. There's a lot of control coming through this arm as my head finds the floor. Okay, I'm now in this position, tailbone high, head to the floor, arm is reaching through, and we go again, pressing down through my left hand to get me up, opening the chest, unfolding to look at the ceiling, pausing it here for a few seconds. Can I get more push through my bottom arm to really assist in this rotation before I wrap it through all the way to my head resting on the floor, my arm is reaching through the scap, and I'm enjoying that rotation. Gently coming out of that. We're now going to go into our cross body stretch. So this is performed lying flat on your back, and the legs can either be straight or slightly bent, okay? Whatever's feeling a little bit more comfortable and supportive for the spine. You're going to bring your one knee into the chest, extend the other arm out to the side. From here, I'm pulling the knee towards my body and across my body, allowing the hips to fall into a rotation and doing my best to keep this arm as anchored to the floor as possible. Right? If I allow it to lift, I lose the rotation and I put my shoulder in a strange position. I want to keep that glued to the floor, pulling that knee over and wringing out the spine as much as possible. I'm then going to recover, swap those legs over, grabbing across the body. Other hand goes out to the side and anchors me down. Then I pull that leg across, finding that lovely twist position. Holding it here for a few seconds. Feel free to take a few dramatic breaths when you're in this position. So inhale, fill up the abdominals, and exhale, let it all relax. Coming back into the center. All right, our last movement for rotation today is performed prone. So that means lying on your tummy. All right, if you feel like you need to put support underneath the pelvis or underneath the face, please feel free to do so with some cushions or a comfy blanket. Okay, you're going to start off lying flat onto your tummy with your head to the side. Okay, head is resting to the side. My arms are out to the side, flat. Okay, they're giving me a little bit of support here. You don't want them to be too high and you don't want them to be too low, directly in line with my shoulders. From here, I'm going to pick up my left leg, okay, bending it there, lifting it off the floor and throwing it over my body just as far as it'll go. You'll see that the hips will lift and rotate, but I want to be able to keep myself anchored with this arm. I'm just pausing it here for a couple seconds, feeling the rotation through the spine and the opening through the hip for 3, 2, and 1. I'm going to gently come into the center. I'm going to lift and replace my head down onto the floor, looking the other way, bending the leg, bringing it over, and just allowing that leg to fall wherever it wants to. If it touches the floor, that's great, and if it doesn't, that's also totally fine. Breathing here for 3, 2, and 1, coming all the way into the center, and then supporting myself back up. And there we go. Those are your 3 rotational exercises.